A long time ago, Frodo Baggins slowly trotted across the Sahara as the sand wove its glistening waves over the barren landscape. It intended to rid himself of the One Ring by hurling it inside the volcano. But on the way, a thought had struck his mind. The Egyptians had invented the ring, so he believed, and so he devised a plan. He would bargain the ring back to where it originally came from, in hopes that someone would dare to carry his burden. He first came across King Ramses II, who didn't seem too pleased about Frodo's presence.
Who dares look upon King Ramses during his daily rapping study?
Oh, I just wanted to inquire about...
Shut the fuck up, you peasant! Beat me in a rap battle first, and only if you win, I may hear you out, should you be worth my time. Nobody as great came before me, but I should call you Rabi because you bore me. Like my farmers, you'll be begging me for more beef. Take my chariot warriors and crush your hairy ass horse feet. Trample in my temple to my land, my raid is central. You got 3 dwarves of grandpa and you act like the Avengers assemble. I'll make your throat burn like a roasted Adam's apple. Like span lands on my camels, you fall off the fucking saddle. Yes, I battled in Gadish and now I'll kill you in your cottage. Then I'll take your little hobbits and I'll send them to the prophets. You better know where your god is before my plagues hit your poor lord. I leave more doors crossed while you're crossing the Mordor.
Excuse me, your rhythm is so damn off. You're late on this track, call you Gandalf. Man, let's be real, all your people are hungry. I got the fam in the back, you got a famine in your country. It's Frodo going solo on this bozo, you got no hope. Don't go toe to hairy toe with a smoke toad and go-go. I'll call you your farmers cause you got no hose. No joke, I'm the pro without rose flows. I got the note of our flows and I'm smoking you low. So I'm Moses see you with a 360 no scope. Your corpse is looking bare, I have something to improve it. You'd like it, Ramses, it's got a nice ring to it. It can take any foe you request out of your way.
I don't want your silly ring.
Okay.
But I do know somebody who might take your stupid shitty no bitches ring. Maybe ask King Tut inside that weird triangle thing in the desert.
And so Frodo took his stupid little shitty no bitches ring to the weird triangle thing in the desert. There, he met King Tutankhamun, who didn't seem too pleased about Frodo's presence.
It's the return of the King Tut, preserved from the crown that's a D's nuts. Don't try to stroll into Giza, I split you in half like a tree trunk. I'm a every archaeologist who waters and pops up with my sarcophagus. Even in death you won't be one as fresh as Tutankhamun is. An 8 years old, they climb me on the top of Heliopolis. I was so standing taller than this hobbit did. My empire, I've never seen such a wacky face. Even my harem would agree that you had no game. Please yourself before you'd ask a babe. For palm trees are the only place you grasp a day. I'm stuck inside a museum, but I'm running the aisles. And now this little peasant is regressing my style. How was your pathetic past, you motherless child? Your parents drowned in a river, but now you're stuck in denial.
You really got to destroy this failure. His speeches were so shit they wrapped him in toilet paper. I'm surprised you even remained intact. You're filled with more preservatives than a Big Mac. Your life is mattered, your spine got fractured. Fuck Cairo, you need a chiropractor. You set up those traps, well clearly I made it. Who let the home alone kid on the grave shit? Your country took a whiny kid and placed him on the highest cliff. But then he died at night, you did for Ghana with your time and script. Barely inscribed in hieroglyphs, I'll strap you like the Bible did. Only inside a monster lip because they found your tiny crypt. There's no human stopping me. You've got so much gas, you're tooting commonly. Anyway, I wanna sell you this ring, bro.
I don't want your silly ring! But I do know somebody who would be born in a couple centuries after me, who might take your cringe-ass Nene ring, living inside that weird shack across the river.
And so, after 13 centuries, Frodo arrived with his cringe-ass Nene ring at the weird shack across the river. There he met Queen Cleopatra, who didn't seem too pleased about Frodo's presence.
Trying to touch my crown, you can't boss me. So you better bow down like these palm leaves. I put fools in their tombs, don't get cocky. Unlike you and your jewels, I can drop heat. I got kidnapped in a bed sack. You're so boring, you make kids nap in a bed sack. Make every guy kneel when I make noise with my bars. My milk bath brings all the boys to the yard. Try to hold your composure when all the Romans come over. I got a whole league of soldiers, you got a hole in your shoulder. Now I'm opposing this ogre. You're getting smoked to your toaster, so just keep loathing your own words. So soft as Froyo's and Gogurt. Got loaves splitting, got Frodo in your pockets. Lost your bro, only to get trolled by the goblins. Save your jokes, you can never cope with your problems. Your finger goes like this battle roast, bitch, you lost it.
Lost it? Please, you you asked your brother to marry you. Kept that bedroom in sweet home Alexandria. We let Squidward near the eyeshadow. All your marriages fell apart like the Sphinx. Park up your nose weekly. You keep stealing from Caesar's salary. I got beef, you just eat Caesar's celery. You turned everybody around you into a snake. No surprise, that's what made you slither into your grave. Now I shall be the sixth man who offers you a ring, but this time it's not for love, just for the bling. I know your hand is full, so I guess you gotta cram it.
I don't want your silly ring.
Endeavors are fruitless. The humans may foolishly count me as ruthless. The truth is, when I see the coolest in you, I choose not to excuse it. Selling the ring, I can see what you're doing. Deep down, you're scared that your heart will abuse it. Let's clear the confusion. Like statues in the room with Tut, and I leave you in ruins. I read hieroglyphs, but I still can't decipher how you draw with the embalmer. You got wrapped up by a spider. Depended on your friendships ever since you left the Shire. Yeah, he bails you out of fights, but with Sam, you're none the wiser. Look, not the type of dude to say off with his head. Feed him to the dog with the crock for a head. Look, even Sauron watches with dread, scared of the terror that the coffin begets, and your followers left. Sinopolis still kneels down to me since the dawn of my myth spawn. Tie my name to the grave, cause they know that the God of the dead still lives on.
This is bloody unfair. If you have any decency whatsoever, you will summon my friends to help me.
I shall accept those terms.
What have you done to Master Frodo?
Yo, this is a 1v1, dog. Rap.
Frodo! Oh no, you must make this right, Sam. Get the will of fire and then you'll strike Osiris' hype man. That's my plan. Shorten your afterlife span. Like your uncle did your father, I'll be killing the mic.
You're the worst god in Egypt since Creepfit. Took a rip by the Greeks, that's a reprint. Had a coat of believers deceived in the Middle East, and for Jesus, that's a reprint. Who switched to look up? Anubis, ditch your lover for your mama. Anubis. What? I go round, they spit sick like Gamgee. Who killed your family? It's the Gamgee.
A righteous heart that's filled with anger. I know the pain that death brings. To ensure there comes no danger, I take up this goddamn ring.
Finally, no, Frodo will not die in vain. I beg of you, Anubis, please bring Frodo back to life again.
Sam.
Master Frodo, you've come back again like Gandalf.
He did what?
Did somebody say Gandalf?
You shall not pass death twice.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Except Sam, he died.
There's an hole in the world and a fake Brad Pitt putting holes into girls, leave them slayed and split. Cause there's holes in his brain that no payment can fix, and he goes by the name of Bateman. This oaf of a broker couldn't sell his persona, only see this banker compensating when work's over. Turpin kept his bird caged insecure, still I've never had a tough so insecure. You and my razor are the same in effect, except my blade is sharp when it's a pain in the neck. I'll say look back at your mistake because you're making a mess, but I'm sure that reflection will get Master Bateman erect.
I'm trying to listen to the new Freshy Kanal tape, but this fucking limey won't stop shouting in my ear. I'm gonna stab a Tim Burton to death until I can taste Sweeney toddler tears. I'm Patrick Bateman, I take it you'll understand. If I keep my gloves on when I'm shaking your hand, you reek of disease and live in people's feces, and yet you're the biggest shit that I've seen on Fleet Street. Do you cut your own hair? I can tell. Michael Jackson's Thriller Monster's alive and well, innocent but spent half your life in jail. I'm not behind a cell, cause I got bail. That's your wife that you severed and carved, cause you're a terrible barber, till death do us part. Yeah. Stupid fucking bastard, you didn't get very far. Now, let's hear Paul Allen's bars.
Paul Allen? Who I had him for dinner in London. I mean, I had dinner with him in London, eh? Hush now, love, don't fret or whine. Why don't you get inside? Sweeney, set aside a chair and get a knife. Let's let him die. Get a right, sweet and Sigma sauce onto the menu sign. Told when I make a Wolf of Wall Street a shepherd's pie. I can't put this guy's heart into my tarts, cause I might bark. Quite bizarre, this businessman doesn't fit on a pie chart. Oh, you hate women and the homeless. We're the same. So load that loony Lucy who's who take my told away. say?
You knew my wife lived. There's only you to blame. Next to Patrick, you're second here to be reduced to flames. As for Bruce Wayne, tell your lawyer you're defeated, brother. Hope your second verse features you as much as your sequel does. I'm not Pirelli, how I up and beat her with me king. Now the oven is the only place that he'll be fitted in.
Oh my god, a musical that's set in the 19th century. It even features themes of class struggle and poverty. How profoundly unique. And look at that subtle all-white casting.
But now love and love that she forced on ya. Kept your feelings more reserved than Dorcia. And now your lady's deceased and she's plagued with disease. Watch me show on Barbara's life a better facial routine. Take out your blades, let the state see who's greater. Either way you'll end up with your fucking face in newspapers. There's an idea, Sweeney Todd, but he's all bark and no bite. Just a husk of a frog who lost his charm, wife, and life!
Now I've got to return some videotapes.
I would have liked to get invited to this magical communion. Your indecisiveness, I'll let it slide since gatherings, I ruined them. But why's no one arrived yet except this sappy superhuman? My, this must be the Maximoff family reunion. Let me recap if I can when Thanos had beaten your trash can to scrap. You panicked and abracadabra proceeded to magic him back and intact, but in fact, he was a memory and temporary assembled your Avenger like a cabinet staff. You landed in Agatha's trap, had you playing The Sims with a Halloween pack. Now then, it's strange this damsel demands that her made up children be handed right back. If she thinks there's a chance of that happening at last, then we're both living in a fantasy land. Ask Aurora, I'll leave you in deep sleep, orphan. You wouldn't even beat me if you were here dream walking. She's always out running her past, living life to the fullest, unlike your brother who couldn't outrun a bullet.
Oh neat, those powers sure seem sweet. No spindle, so how are you making me sleep? Out of all the folktale villains hunting children, I mistook this old frail witch for Rumpelstiltskin.
Don't say anything about bitch, you got no friends except mystical imps. Like, okay, you had a one-night fling, Romeo led Julian and quickly dipped his show face. After years of silence, whipped out a knife to declare you a flame. Risking a blind rage, found that king to be, shouting you took every wing from me.
Chill it with the killing, Matilda. You sprung to violence too soon. You can still have children, you idiot. You lost your mind, not your womb.
Are you tired of being flightless? Want to spite a baby? Try this. Introducing Rebel. In your condition, miss, you might like it.
Tell me, how many helpless toddlers were staying in that town when you held it hostage? It amazes me you hate Tony Stark when this lady's done way worse than selling rockets. All this selfish logic, cause Wanda's got no Cosmo, she's lost the plot. I rap like the Rock-On Vision's head cause I spit off the top and I'm popping off. Female trios, I resent them now. I said defending the king to protect his Stephen's crown. Thank God for Wanda's sake, she barely counts. The forgotten Austin has an empty house. You can't get a sentence out before breaking down, so stay crying right there. Diaval says the multiverse, fight a stronger variant. Make this fight quite
the way
fair.
you utter things isn't sassy nor witty, it's creepy. That facial structure is the only time this demon is cheeky. Oh geez, you wish to be me. The Avengers, they didn't stand a fighting chance. So don't talk Tony Stark when you can lay a hand on Iron Man. You're trapped inside a battle of the minds and yours is mine to command. Shape-shaped into a dragon and yeah, you still haven't the fire to light up a match. Let's not bypass the back to your rogue switch. Your hocus pocus hopeless with the shit you escorted your minions of orcs to an infant as if you're bringing your homies to the crib, yeah? You want love, go home to your trees and tell your crow you concede. When you're rapping off for the Maximoff, then you're at a loss cause you got a dog hold on the beat. Rule out chaos, control what I see. Up or you getting roasted by queens. My family doesn't load me at least. Your always come last like a post-credit scene.
Now I see you, Cooper. Those sketches all seem redundant. Could've just said he looks like Agent Smith's uglier cousin. I fought for suffrage and supported equal rights. But you and I cannot be equal in this fight. I'm an American daredevil tearing through various perilous aerial hells. My heart is in the air, of course my books flew off the shelves. He's a civilian ex-military veteran. He did a terrorist incident since he was pissed off. Jumped out of the plane too early like it's dishonorable discharge. You couldn't distinguish a good shoot. I've got the distinguished flying cross. Your body most likely ended up like your whiskey on the rocks.
Miss, you better listen, I've got bombs in my rhymes, hun. And I intend to join the 8 Mile High Club. Fly jacket wearing skyjacker, ain't afraid of danger. When my sunglasses make for greater aviators. Heard you traveled the Atlantic, but not actually as pilot. Became the forefront of air travel, being a backseat flyer. Even when your job was map reading, you were a novice. Amy, you couldn't navigate your way to a dentist's office. Stay out of my drop zone, I'm taking more shots than your co-pilot got loaded with before you got lost. Didn't know when in Morse code, so communication was dropped. Hello? No wonder your story closed with a dot, dot, dot.
I secured more wealth than you can stuff in a duffel bag. The true paratrooper Cooper would know your verse was a drag. Your case would have been brief if it weren't for clumsy investigators. You passed notes around to predicate like you were grudging with second graders. You dined on airplane food before committing your crime. I dined with the man whose face was on your last dime.
Can't land a plane or a joke, huh? That must be tough. Your raps are like how I enact a robbery, no funny stuff. Get your partner to chart you some better flows to fly on. Send a feminist icon to the men she relied on.
The smoking and drinking and indecisiveness picking a flight plan highlights precisely you're just a guy in a mid-flight crisis.
Your legacy was buried when you crashed and got washed up. My legacy was buried when I got the job done.
Why did Monica invite a goth to our club meeting? I heard from the Justice League that you were just leaving. How can you be so dense? I got a gut feeling you should probably start with The Room if you love reading. I like manga, but your comics are a garbled mess. Both you and your plot need to stop playing hard to get. Don't put on airs, you're not great just cause you're half a goat. With your crappy show, we've seen how badly doing that can go. In every episode, you leave the hearts of people toyed with. That's why it took you 30 years to get a beast boyfriend. You're locking up your dumb ass so you don't start a bloodbath. Instead of flirting, maybe you should touch grass. I should have really assumed that you would be leaving your room. Honestly, even Amy wouldn't like this creepy recluse. We know that eagles can fly off like your horrified mom, and Raven can try, but her social life's gone.
When you write on a page, it's like buying your game, cause you guys are just wasting your paper. Such a kid can't decide if you want me to fight you or need me to sign you a waiver. You couldn't stay alive inside a dream about my dark days. Want a slice of my life you could eat in like parfait. You want your guy to keep his view on you, that's pretty cute of you. Till you're her one critique and then your eyes pop out like Looney Tunes. This tedious pleb with a need for attention's receiving a lesson in foul curses. I'm an empath and I sense that you just feed off affection. No wonder you're malnourished. Talking goats keep fainting, guess your heart isn't too strong. No protein, but let me drop some bars you can chew on. This protein Titan's got the dam breaking loose, while your own team Titans run your man like a noose. Why did I say okie dokie to this battle with you? I might be your neck the way I snap in the booth. Here's a riddle for you. Why is a raven like a writing desk? Cause everything that presses me gets folded and you might be next.
Listen, Cupcake, I don't mean to sugarcoat this. You failed as a demon and as a human you still seem to be ghosted. Is that your powers reading people's emotions and still don't see they're only nice so that you keep from exploding? Rachel Ross, she's dazed and lost inside her vacant thoughts. On every birthday she crumbles until the cake is gone. We'd all be safe for off if this freaky little BITCH was off. I don't need to see your future based on what I've seen before. I talked it to your mama's face, but I would need a Ouija board. Your day-to-day so tragic, I wish some of it was make-believe. I'm not your loved one's feeling, so don't fucking play with me.
As a kid on Azarath. I stood up to daddy's wrath. Math the path through tragedy got sharper than a battle axe. I protect the planet that you turned into a habitat for trauma dumping onto any bachelor that happens past. That's why I can't relax, so forgive me if I'm not too thrilled to battle rap your kindergarten grammar ass. You wanna book, I'll pass your sentence like I'm Judge Judy. At least I don't lose my head when I become moody. But you ain't that bara, you ain't buff Suki. You couldn't spit unless you'd emptied out your guts puking. It's not the romance you've been begging for, and I won't talk in metaphors. I only need 2 eyes to see your boy was getting bored. Since you write poems, let the raven tell you where your love was headed for. Your relationship was just a game to him, nevermore.
Someone with more meat on his bones. Not a mother's boy made to stay reading at home. He's not a lone wolf, he's a sheep left alone. Looks like he'd need to wear a booster seat on his throne. Reading from your library is a fight that needs no weapons. Even your own writer died before he'd finished 7. And your new film made it to page 5 before it ended. You murdered cinema, now I am its vengeance. Are you the best your daddy is sending? Is he this weekend decrepit? It seems he's only descended with his descendants. And a dream of what the prophecy meant when it said the future and death with my uncle's head cleanly severed. You had my dreams of a desert. I have seen your fate. That's a Raven King. I cure you of your allergy, but I'm afraid it stings. No longer will you cough at the product of father's fortune. I got your nose, now where will you put your snorkel?
I came here to laugh at your family, but this is saddening. No soap, opera, the caveman Kardashians. Your ma and uncle got married and you wanna join them. I'd rather be your mama's boy than be mama's boyfriend. His odor sour, go take the coldest shower. To throw a tantrum cause he thought that Odin owed him power. Then off his legacy was well known. It all went sour when Shakespeare took his whole story and told it loud. What do you know about reading? I don't think you've ever seen a book. You chop down your family tree to retrieve some kindlewood. So build a bonfire, but you cannot dance around this. I'll bet your thick skull and there's your crown.
Meet me at the gates of hell and I will build your tomb. Unsheath the arms and when I pierce straight through you PS2. Shielded blue, my blade stays hilted. My fists will do to break that pinky used to lift your filthy silver spoon. Your performance is lavish, detached like a drag's joint. Was me forced to act that conjure bar point. Slack that black seal back out to your dad's finger. And dump it someone you're not, Lord of the Dead Ringer.
You started murdering crowds, now you're a curse to your town. I don't need a treatise to judge the worth of your house. Why would I listen to a single fucking word from your mouth when all I need is the voice to have you turning around?
You will crumble, you will die on your knees. You will stop trying to bring your someone to the surface in these minus degrees. You will end yourself an adventure plot quicker and stop playing ball games with your mom, you shall not lick her. I define living in shame as finding the dick who pillaged and raided the village. It came from to willingly be a slave, couldn't kill him and waited cause you pitied the lady who blew on your Yalahon. Tried to build a relation but even that ship has sailed.
The lawn in order while you're chillin' in the armchair. I seen a lot of gardens, but you got the 1,000-yard stare. A Dunham puppet dud, I'm the genome from the project. Only got you out of storage to ream holes in your cobwebs. Put you on the shelf, chilled with Stephen for a minute, and then he knocked you off the perch. Now you're sleeping with the fishes. Tried to creep in with your demons, but the tunes ain't superstitious. You're a birthday gift for kids and on the flea market at Christmas. Gave the brick up on my porch, cause this ain't build a bitch. Pulled together by some stitches, you're built to be a snitch. I can see you fear is building, I'm sprinting for the whip. Cause I know this chimp will throw when he's been shitting some bricks.
Puss up on your block, leave your fence riddled. I'm up in your mom, that's a sex symbol. Her and I converge behind the curtains while you work at night. Gardening activities, you would say she's fertilized. Early fight, I work the mic by flashing all these pearly whites to show something disturbing might occur to this suburbanite. Had all this time and your fashion sense is still hideous. I know I like hi-hats, but this is getting ridiculous. Bitch, you look like someone dropped a snow cone in an old man. I'll grip the metal, put it to your gnome dome with both hands. If you're looking for a Juliet, she's probably far from home. Know me, yo, we're making them wait. You got no garden hose. Ragged bearded outside cat smelling the garlic cloves. You've been barring in the garden way too long, you artichoke.
My sales are as high as your confidence isn't. Got those hard man teeth and you're not even British. Fuck you up in your haunted ass prison and tell the Warrens I did it. Give this conjuring chimp a conjugal visit. Don't run up on my subdivision or I'ma hit you with something vicious. The urban jungling monkey business. When his spin turns gold like Rumpus still skin. Why don't you pick up a rusty symbol with your tippy toes, kick the bucket with it. If you come to visit, I'ma kick your ass back to the factory where your work was pretty.
Actually, I just got back, said hi to your replacement. And the 100,000 more that they had tied up in the basement. If you think that I'm generic, careful who you turn that lamp on. Maybe talk to those flamingos if you need a leg to stand on. Ask me to stop torture with a small corpulent lawn ornament. Not bored of it, yeah, you try to be dog porcelain, stop short of it. I drop choruses, shot swarming, and monkey bars, so you're falling off. Sorry that I murdered doofy smirts before his balls had dropped.
Alright, you primitive screwhead, here's why you lived in a dude's shed. Got no true friends, no food bread, and you're too obsessed with huge breasts. Now you're spoon-fed in someone else's home, you're faker than the first chest you grope. When Ash is over, you'll be set in stone, I'm smashing skulls while you're fetching bones. Those motors and your dumb brain sure make a loud enough sound, but once all your blood drains, then your power runs out. Kid Kalamakima's hounds to get you out of the pound. The last nail in Naki's coffin, have him down from the count. Your life is a pain to live from the age of 6, now you babysit all the crazy chicks. The love that you're looking for ain't in your pay rate. How ironic you couldn't bang Raise. So I was out for an opening move, no slow start, got no motor to boot. I'm a coast-stick with my boomstick, and this shit is a kickback too.
But with that verse, you can mold fast. Does a dad joke devil off a contract? You already rap first, but it should be trash. Not even that deerhead would cough out a laugh. Why don't you get your cabin crew? Cause you choked like that I just strangled you. But this is the last time your ass gets bruised, cause your show got canned like Campbell soup. On me, boy, you were practically funded on family budget. You should have that travel refunded. What did the review say? Grade A, grade lace in a satanic dungeon. The most unoriginal horror location. Did you book it with Jason? I had to live the way I did. You rented that cabin by choice for vacation. All crew with me. Music gets cut from the waist, it gets split up. Your teamwork is trash. Not the type of guy to say, maybe we split up. You ancient husk, one angel touch, but you'd age and rust and then change to dust. I'm glad that you went insane because in a brawl I only aim for nuts.
I wouldn't talk about family budget with how your daddy was hustling. You ended up balls deep, selling your nuts to the public. His dip pile got so high, I could climb out of the witch pit with it. With a prick dip business, all of the drinking turned into a lifted spirit. I've been cooking in hell, don't give Jesus the wheel. Your biggest achievement was eating a meal. I bet you watched all of my movies and thought, he's just like me for real. I missed an army of darkness, they vanished. A single one left, all your partners with psychological damage. Went from Division 4 to none of the brackets. His doggy is Rabi, he's monkey was bitch. She makes him do what he fears most. Even after he killed all his friends, his body count is still 0. Maybe call her to loosen your collar, but she wants to leave you an empty heart. Ripped it out before the first day, you got roadless and go Benny's car. Couldn't start the gun apocalypse. Too busy trying to compensate. My bars are sicker than your vomit kiss. So you probably wanna swallow this.
You wanna talk about getting groomed? Look at what your writers put out there. The plants outside your window only grow when they're chasing a no-no square. Oh, little ass shape feeling so groovy. Ain't poor, didn't drink as much as your movies. My blade roars and it makes you a smoothie. It ain't hard to catch you better than your blue screen. With the beam to his head, now he's sharp 8, 6 feet in an unmarked grave. I've met Devo, you I met Devo.
Don't talk to me about the dark age. Severing any hand of malevolent devil's ass. Never roll, never ends, definitely never clash. None of being met on this episode never lands. Your second attempt and it's a terrible precedent. You get swallowed up whole in this battle. There's nothing that's left to finish. But I didn't have to devour you to make everybody forget you existed.
Victor Frankenstein is the greater mind with the crazy rhymes to be placed inside an insane asylum where your dead stays residing to pay the price for taking his wife and strangling her life. She ain't alive! And he died in her grave with a cracked neck. Let's dig at your mom like your memories and grab that out. Frankenstein your parents back together so my students got a couple failures to laugh at. I know you'll deploy the ultimate roids, but my chemistry is greater to an acquired boy to a blind destroyer by adding some gamma to this beta. The Illuminati voted and agreed to send your greenness into space, man. The stories people tell of you take even bigger stretches than your waistband. Bruce Banner, that's a truce happening when I rap. I go ham like it's loose acting. No matter how much you think the brutes manage, you'll stay like your movie's lore, a loose cannon.
Whoa there, bud, you talk an awful lot about your knowledge for a loser who flunked a school project and dropped out of college. Nature's not made of blank God with through life from a lab, but you couldn't grow a conscience with all the organs you harvest. You still got more of a hole in your heart than Tony Stark does. Your relationships failed, so your ship sailed to the Arctic, haunted by darkness as you withered to a carcass. After all your hardships, it's no wonder that you're the one they confuse as monstrous. There's a Frank on the menu and this creature eats, so the emergency exit when your grief had peaked. You were so hot-headed and unleashed the beast, your pride knocked you out in a fever dream. Everybody said your work is piss poor. You could power up a monster with your shitstorm. What you trying to give free will to a freak for? If you wanted to do that, you could have just freed Igor. I know that's harsh, but hey, I see your experiment has an absolute win. Left enough of your family's corpses behind to give your undead pals a new skin. Why don't you take a day off? You're getting your work and love life confused. I can't even tell if it's the monster or your sister that you're trying to screw.
My wife shares no blood with me, you self-loathing recluse. The only life you create's when you and your cousin reproduce. You were forced to work with the Soviets and gave birth to your biggest terror. All the green that you've seen in your life came out of a printing error. What's this? There's beating in Inspector's organs. I must leave you for more important work now. Call me Edward Norton. You and the rest of the world will see that I was right. It's a life.
One of the left and a meal spin. Society's back is a built different. Bring your puppies to watch shield witness. I don't give a fuck when I kill bitches. Ay, I'm just a monster that made me hang. Came from the top like I'm shady. Hey, like a rage you can control me. You only turn green when you're enemy and Tony. Your foot of space consult don't make you look like a bitch. Such a might as well have been a widow with how hard you did. Saw her future with you and you couldn't take a hint. But I'll push you to the edge like her last journey with Clint.
Hauntingly horrific how your face resembles melted plastic. I don't know how much damage is left to do before.
Hulk smash it! Right towards your goals, cause what's her face is creepy. Hulk can't control it, you can't control Frankie Weenie. Frank boy's annoying, if Doctor don't keep it silent, then Hulk's no puny rock face back to Easter Island. You think lightning fighting, hiding Mr. Monster, when no roof won't save you from Hulk with Hulk clapping thunder. Hulk a hero, monster criminal, Hulk save kids, you scare kids. Sad monster, have two hearts but nobody to share with.
should've caught me on a different day. Unless you're fishing logs, you should put those grippers away. I'll pull the stick and turn you into a sage. Still make a bigger splash than you when I piss in the lake. Tell you Jiminy Cricket that you ain't fit for the visit because he's looking for a minister this hillbilly isn't. Your diet's so damn acidic, you're probably riddled with rickets. Instead of picking the apples, you should be picking the clinic. You must be packed with ulcers, you fragile loner. You're the first pothead to always pass out sober. Christian missionary, you're like half a soldier. That's our culture to aggro for agriculture. Is that a skunk on your goddamn hands and shoulders or just your rancid odor? It really isn't no wonder you never dance with folks and ladies pass you over. Sanctimonious, your seed is for the plants to grow with.
I keep the field busy, but why are you talking? Instead of getting a real babe, you blew oxen, unraveled all the mingling you did before you packed it. Broke the ice with all these people just to ditch them for Alaska. I'm prominent forever as a real life hero. Accomplishments you ever had in real life, zero. Too big for your boots since you were a year old. But they use the American flag to clean your air holes. Cause you're a stain on the nation and I'm a national treasure. Talking Pennywise, you're nothing but an asset for terror. Yeah, I know bad apple when I see one. Maybe branch out cause you cruise up a tree stump.
His people skills are criminal, he plants and fails. Afraid to pull his drawers up past his wagon trail. He's planting red delicious, throw this man in jail. Gotta be the first time a sucking apple failed. Look at little baby Johnny as he's trying to taste. Getting humbled by reality like a pie to the face. I can't imagine all the time he'll waste trying to make Indiana look like prime real estate. No matter many times you keep on bringing them back, it's so clear it season's work with just a swing of the axe. And I ain't trying to battle, damn, I didn't even attack. I just sneezed, knocked the plantation clean out the map.
These folks don't want to see you drag your hobnails through shrubbery. Everyone who listens to your tall tales looks up to me. All fails to trouble me, I'm living in honor. I'm not a drinking man, but I'm about to finish this lager. Machines took their jobs and they say the world is heating up. But trees do the best so that the seasons keep them speeding up. But please tell me why you blame the engines when you eat enough to leave bigger carbon footprints than a fleet of trucks. Teamwork sucks, you break everything your palms touch. They must have asked you to bring insurance to the potluck. Ever since long enough, you're pining for some sawdust. Story ends just to whip again, Paul's washed up.
Couldn't fight the hyper psychic. You'd wish for a mind like I got. So why don't you fly off high, kid? Add this to my list of mic drops.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please can you be quiet, you brat? I'm sat here trying to count up all the fucks I just don't give about this spoiled child's tantrums here. Bake like a cookie and cut it out. Let's take my lyrical structure now. You lost tug of war to a 9-year-old and then she turned this clown straight upside down. As a juvenile you did abuse a few rabbits and move on to a family, but truth is I would too be a loose screw if in my youth I looked like young Putin. He's a contestant forever contained and never obtaining a win. I have no need for pathetic damn telekinetic advantages when I am pulling the strings. Parents dead and gone, experimented on, cloned, hidden and disgraced. Tentacles he's got entering and what happened to Henry Squid Games.
Wake up sleepyhead, just had to check that you're not dead. Fascinating, like a spider you're growing cobwebs. You won't have to worry about the disease in your brain, because your brittle bones will be easy to break.
For the love of God, you're terrible button pushing it fucking schlop. Have some of what all of humanity now suffers from. Your reality television I'm cutting off. Don't stand there and tell me that you did nothing wrong. It's your worthy cause, cause it's not. You're enforcing it deeply enough. I'll start here cause life is a dull and boring. You wanna play undercover, boss. You think you're good, you have to be blind. And that was before I scratched out your eyes. Drowning old man, it was cancer and eyes. Your cheeks on a crappy disguise. Rap against me and you gamble your life. I'll show you something to satisfy clients. Red or green, it won't matter in time. Flashing of lights means granddad's demise.
That was like your papa's collar. rather shocking. I twist so predictable that this grandfather clocked it. I make billions, I'm entwined. Bitch, I'm getting that bread like ill none. But poor you killed mum. Then turned victor to victim. Though the stranger thing was how cruel spoke to the little girl with his blank creepy stare. You wanna be a predator very well, you can take a seat right over there.
Patrollers to outgun me. I told you your foot soldiers without fumbling. Hawkins, I should've told you a malfunction, cause I saw their opponents when outnumbered. Immortal and deep in a menacing threat. I don't blame you for wetting the bed. Blanketing games at 82. They should lock you in the rainbow room. Your suffering challenge with both of our ascension. I plague a dimension, you fake your dementia. You're glued in a daydream, that's hardly music you're making, which means that this broom can't escape me. I didn't come up for puzzles. I'll leave your house in flames again. Knuck, it's Knuckles. Since you have trouble cooking, here's how I manage. Scrambled eggman for my breakfast and for lunch a Knuckles sandwich. Your kid's child died, so we went and increased it 7-fold. Now he's got you getting souls from kids like Chaos Emeralds. So let him go, Evans Hope could fit my treasure trove. Eyes on the prize, wow, you got less perception than a 10-year-old. You let Alfie's on, I'm the Alpha Lee with Iron Fist. You fuck a royal scientist, I really fuck up scientists. Once you falling down, you need more than a spirit parent kid, cause you two match together about as well as her experiments. Fought Asgore as a kid and all you did was miss him. Flash forward and he hit the desk, now all you do is miss him. I know you like to pour it out since that's what you get saved by, so I'm spilling a tea, a golden flower at your gravesite.
Your kind was wiped out by chaos's violence. That must be why it's called Angel Island. One's left and he's too thick-skulled to be a fighter. So for monster kind, I will reap this soul survivor. Understand a kid, now I am fated to win my war. I'm the only one here with the race left to fight for. On guard, battle me and you're getting bruised. Make your cheeks match your fur like you were left with rouge. I get slaughtered by the guard that has the highest honor. With a mind of monsters turn hyper knuckles to hyper goner. You don't laugh, look in the fucking mirror, the knuckles. The first thing you did in your first appearance was chuckle. You were feared, you were tough, but now you're reduced to being Sonic's clown. I'm the fishing yet I drown, faced with how you're watered down.
You talk a big game cause you're suplexing boulders, but you flee from a kid who couldn't hold a controller. When I drop a bar you can't lift, you couldn't bear to hurt. It'll take all much to kinda save her soul after I bury her.
At least you'll have done something to demand my respect, instead of, abandoning the land you protect. If you say you're so determined, why don't you go back and save it? Sega made you drop your duties for the greater, you can't escape it.
If your prophecy depicted one to fight for glory, tell me, how did Monsters Inc. wind up fighting Dory?
I'm giving monster kind hope as they wait to leave you only know your way around the globe as it raises me.
I'll knock you out like you just stumbled near the core, calling you undone when you're a puddle on the floor.
I'll take your fighting spirit and spirit for you, cause spirit shake you down once more rope to the footsteps of your parents.
and speak of Robin Hood, but they don't got his flow. Well, you were panicking, dilly-dallying under the throne. I'd be hijacking into the palace to plunder the gold, and then get back on my stallion, gallop into Papelwick, refunding the broke with the money that the monarchy stole. Then maybe leave a little gift behind for the rich to find out what kind of present doesn't come with a bow. The moustache and assassin, you couldn't leave a scratch on me with either your sword or bombs. With a face like that, man, you lacked attraction until they turn your head into a tourist one. This time, make sure your matchstick works. When I send you more underground than the Catholic Church. You were persecuted, couldn't get married and go to mass, and worse, you had to put on your grandma's shirt. But what does a man in tights know about that? Well, I do know belts don't go on your hat. Couldn't blow the king dead, but at least you're remembered by making dogs piss themselves every 5th of November. How did your hidden agenda get thwarted? How did they possibly cut a nothing, go rotten plot and spot the bombs promptly? When popping the Protestants, stop your posse from gossiping. I can hear them plotting all the way from my forest to Nottingham. Your followers are tossers and pillaged pilgrims and dunces. All that gunpowder, the bloody plunder and busting. It wasn't your plot, you were following orders, so I'll be another Rob that you're taking the fall for.
Those were the rhymes of Robin Hood. You should pill for some doper raps. But hey, you successfully robbed me of a minute of my life that I won't get back. I fought in an 80-year battle, shed blood so the Spanish flag could fly. Compare that to your little ballads. They read like a Peter pantomime of an affinity for artillery. So don't bring a bow to a can of fight. If you want to trade blows, Robin Hood, I will set you in your stock market Appalite. Look at you, just ain't consistent. You hate the rich, yet your mates were richer. Evidently you just can't take commitment. Marion's still waiting for a wedding date to finish. So your aim was great with its brained equipment, but my aim was to change the system. I'm a deadly disease with this cadence rhythm, and I'm infected a thief like it's plagiarism.
For a glorified hog roast, I expected hot stuff, but there's not much the minister son can knock up.
Yeah. John Johnson sucks like Prince Johnstones. He got hung what a little John Johnson.
Yeah. You're Christian, read the Bible. God ain't too keen on the genocide.
Don't get within range of the British Hawkeye when your shots are bullshit and mine. I try to be friendly with any enemy, showing them plenty mercy no matter the stakes or peril. Remember the very day that I'm making a special case and I'm splitting you like an arrow. The bloody man of men that I'm rolling with are the merriest. Your friends abandon you like wine with barrels in a cellar. Kid, you're not a vigilante veteran, you're a domestic terrorist. Don't need a revolution, guy, you need a therapist.
You shall mock my sacrifice. The king knew that he'd have to hang me twice. Yes, they cut my balls off, and I still got bigger bollocks than a very merry man goodbye.
For the torture, you'll have horses tied to every corner. The lemon forced to lay, pulling your torso hung drawn a quarter.
Never spoke at all, though, 'cause there's only one lord I talk to. You're a dorky Zorro, the most awful outlaw to be thought as moral. So on board your high horse, 'cause you're a taught and not warm. If I can't fight a fire with fire, I've had a fox with fox. Have you not learned a word from your shite books? Fucking pervert Robin Hood had to show wouldn't hide run. 'Cause I wrapped it like a servant, a church, and the girthy furnace was so much hunger and thirst, like my verses a fry attack. Are you curtsying burglars quite done with the third to how I about to go turn it to fine dust? Wait until you learn the murder you're serving under. You heard who could never be heard of, murdered by none. Go fucking murder by none. For a time, Rob of Locksley ventured to my hood and thought that his plot was better. I'll show this archer some honest intentions when I chop off his fingers like V for Vendetta.
Watch me battle you on tracks, you got bats in your brain. While I train for a battle, you try to battle a train. Let me rattle your cage. It's kinda crazy to say that the only way you never cave is when you trapped in a cave. I mean, mimic looking ass, you just some teeth in a chest. You need an apple in your mouth 'cause you ain't decently dressed. If you're stuck in bed, then I'll give you a reason to rest. Freaking the streets in the sheets, you'll completely depressed. I'm gonna bust it down, how's the view from the rubble? I'm making mushroom clouds while you're rooting for trouble. I got enough school clout to get my group on the double. And if you want your huge mouth, we'll put your crew in a bubble. Swinging two steak knives like a Buddha in a cudgel. You compensating 'cause you never got a spoon or a guddle. What should I do with this fucker? You're a ludicrous lover. You only move under covers when you move undercover.
Run this straight from the summit. Some pig running up the hits like rusted. Chucks get stuck through your muskets. Two sticks shredding through your skin like drum hits. Adjusting your nuts for the public you can't get in touch with. But couldn't give a fuck about justice. Top 5 fights, you ain't high up on the podium. Think your prime time, you got slaughtered like Nickelodeon. A damsel in distress to put his idol in retirement. I might throw in the towel 'cause this whiny kid was kinda mid. Bitch, you're not a threat with pistols popping, I cannot be bothered. If you wanna sweat, I'll dip you into even hotter water. Snip you at the neck, you get a head of popping mama's dollar. How can you be on the honor roll when you ain't got no honor? If you think you'll top me when I'm pissed off, then check your ammo. Body Tokiyami just to got deadly.
Put that dead mom on your head, made your top heavy.
This blonde's petty, kinda shady with his palms sweaty.
Get piglet out 100 acre wussies not ready. Off cuff spraying when I bump rhymes. I be doubling your fame by lunchtime. Cause I'm a cockier kid and I talk with my fist so that everything I say is a punchline.
Okay, I'm Century, no sensei. You're self-centered, I'm self-made. I'm veteran, your fresh face, kinda wet blades for a wet shave. Keep it on test day for a test taste of your friend's fame. My breath changed from a death ray, it'll turn you to a sweat stain.
Fans look at me and they get hype in a crowd. Wow. They only look at you till the new Jujutsu Kaisen is out. You should've died in a shroud. I guess everyone's a samurai until there is a spider around. Believe I only settle for the best pro contract. Beating every extra to their death, no combat. Baby, you need a rest, where the hell your mom's at? Give you pretty eyes that she win no contact.
Try to be my rival, you ain't ever been the right type. Battling these extras cause you never get the limelight. So why are you so cocky, you should have a trip to my side. I chop you in the woods while you're still asking for the Wi-Fi. You wouldn't last a day in my shoes, you get your soul lean. Bitch, you can't even go toe to toe with your own demons. Gold season, only and ignore without a camera crew. Stuck in number one when everybody here abandons you.
I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that I have rhymes? Have you wrongfully been beaten for another man's crimes? Cause the masked vigilante who assaulted you was blind? Now you're stuck in a bind? Better call Saul. Have you been afflicted by Benefic's crappy part? Cause it's never been a flick as bad as in that trashy star? Now you wish you're on a track to believe and fighting hard? Here's a guy for passing bars. Better call Saul. Ooh, the man without fear, here protected the innocent. But I can have him match with extra body spray innocent. Mom gave you tough love and dip cause you didn't want none. The daddy fought for you and couldn't last around against the thug's gun. You wrecked soldier identity for a drug fix and died like that defender's chick with one too many club hits. So don't trip, get on board and pay the bill before you fall. Cause after this you'll need a will, son. Better call Saul.
I'm not surprised the jury's put off by that defense. The strongest opening you've ever made was in Hamlet's head. I'll have the scammer wretches with his job, he's no default. Maybe settle for drinks next time you try handling Walters. You've been slipping on thin ice since you switched from scamming elders. Went from cross the sandpiper to cross the sandy desert. From some students taking headshots to nearly having your head shot. The Ninja Turtles came for me, yet you're the one who shell shocked. I'll take your car till it's split up, serve up natural like chips and fried dust like fresh chicken. Then I'll leave the shell of his former self hidden in that Cinnabody closet cause he can't take the heat of Hell's Kitchen. I'll leave a kingpin beating you, bend to his every wish. This isn't Jesse Sig, here I do the heavy lifting. I'll make sure no judge has his mess acquitted. When it comes to lawyers, I'm the sickest. Can I get a witness?
You said that guy from a truck and I salute your bravery. But now every time you walk, you're up to some chicanery.
Let's talk about vehicles, Mr. Chicago sunroof. Wilson Fisk leaves a car scene less disgusting than young you.
You made a button brother to claim he's an imposter. You should have just said Daredevil was Kevin Costner.
What was that? The connections that the cell phone sellers made it rough. Sir, I think your marriage with Kim's breaking up.
Jesus, this brick can't be serious. I shoot lightning through my fingertips. You just read with them. This kicked you from home, then taking it further. He lined up the cuts and then framed you for murder. This Catholic should get on his knees and suck dick. Like your sensei, he'll whack at your ass and make a punch stick. The leader of the chase turned your cousin girls keep getting ice. It's like Bullseye's Chuck, how he shut off Electra's lights.
Matt, the beat's gone missing.
Please, I can see through this scam. Jimmy's slipping. You screwed this up like your Davison main job off. Take a seat cause this is easy as pie. Squat cop. Bit of more than you could chew and bled to live a dull life. I'll carve target on your head like I did a bullseye. Off the radar but not off my radar, such a whack job. I'll attack a bitch and send him down towards the dump like his dad's job. Once good man who let his world to be broken, so he hides behind a mask to walk a path he can't cope with. Even though your flame it ended with the jail you got thrown in, I can see the world on fire like your brother's final moments.
was equipped, huh? Now I've awoken. No myth, each verse occurs beside a spit. Try to bite off me, if I'm flowing, then the tides will switch. Throw your stories utter nonsense. I say your name and utter nonsense. Fuck it! Too much bullshit, none of the vows. No drip, this fish in the drought. Crucial toothpick, spin them out. Who's insignificant now? Put this shrimp back in an aquarium. You look like a new COVID variant. I'm in a seabed, you got a real dad. That's why they put you in Terraria. Spare me from playing your games, boy, or I'm giving just a location. You'll get your shit rocked and put in a big box, a locker combination.
Even is a cephalopod's goal. You only claim to fame's a series of films of terrible plot holes. Every mortal I stomp on like one steps on a cockroach. Severs your flesh, selling you fresh at a Costco. I'm the head on the top throne, several gods full of watered down semen and skeleton crossbones. I bit off your style where he's pitiful soft jokes. I'll take you further under than your crypto stock growth.
Kraken was out screeching and plundering. I was marked the scourge. Dragon fell asleep in a dungeon and hit do not disturb. Hit him with this double like an action surge. Your flow is like most people who supposedly show you on film. Amateur. Cultivate a culture based on cultivate your scum. Dominated by an author who was basically a god. You're not the first idea that he had that was appalling. A sexist and racist, he put a new meaning to catcalling.
By your frame and size, you couldn't measure up to me. In any given sport, you're 20,000 leagues beneath. You're a ghost of what you were, and I'm the phantom of the seas. Need the Necronomicon because your fandom is a cease. You couldn't fathom my real appearance, your calamari brain's pan-fried. You're only set about drugs and bumps, they say your big ass capsized. A single cannonball's supposed to crack and you can't deny you're that spineless. Your battles bring you fulfillment. They look like pirated hentai shit. You crack like a shook lamb, but a cork, you know like you run rat. Watch it out, rebuttalist scumbags. You sperm will if you want comebacks. I'm a living, breathing legend, you're a pet that's on a leash. You blaze away to movie cameos and hoping they'll release you.
Aw, geez, the riddle guy. Out of all the Batman villains, why did it have to be him who had been tossed around until his account on Twitch went live? And he can't even tell one little lie, cause his dad hit his ass out of confusion. I thought that age only went up, but decades later, and you're still held down by the bruises. There's no flashback lights needed, spent a year asleep, got amnesia. You got reformed from evil theater kid to Batman supreme cheerleader. Thank God you have a cane, you'll need it. You'll walk with 3 legs by the evening. What? That's a lie, I didn't mean it. Chill out, do I need Penguin to freeze you? Like Jesus, to topple this grade, it just keeps getting philosophical. Like Kana years make sense when the question sure left his mark on ya. I'm latent, I'm agile, a lot's all I pick. You can't fight the bat while your body's that slim. Now why don't you stop on the flops with Jim Perry and carry those bony ass arms to the gym? What makes you the master? I don't have a clue. After so many Gotham minds to what you do. If I stumble upon you alone in a room, I will drop a geek loser more useless than you. Toilet paper wrapped around to get hush ya. Kidding, I'm nowhere near loony as you. Plus it's not like you're packing the cars here to flush me to start with, and that's with a new 52.
If you are ultimate, please do not lie. A devious poser for a TV show. Now who am I? Correct cookie Gioma, the scheming joker that I'm leaving choked. I'll beat this loner till his clothes are black, white, and pink all over. Your origins riddled with potholes and lies, cause your past hit your cult or as spotty as dice. But a marvel so bright against Nagito like it, a mismatch as big as your rights and your concept design. I go down many floors, but this isn't hell, it's certainly torture. Though I'm unwell, who am I? If you couldn't tell, I'm your fans who checked out after Love Hotel. Use that tunnel to run out of your arena, cause they ran out of ideas for plots. Go for a project less far-fetched, ascending stars to the stars just to be for naught. Your maker can't be real with that twist at the end. She's sick in the head, a lost cause box. Planar Clayface had a safe face when the last case came and the ball dropped. You let one assassin cross you, I fooled an entire league. Mucky acted rash and gifted you a hole in your shoulder. Now you're poisoned and need IV. And a Gotham bomb means nothing to the sights. Your shippers flood with posts. I know you want that Detective Sahara to love you, but does he? No!
Somebody put this troll back under a bridge, that wasn't a date. Looking straight out of Gonus Lab, you're a small green pest and I wanna crush you to bits. Wait for some coffee and breakfast, then you got caught and arrested. What good are question marks in Arkham if you still can't find an end to your comical sentence? I'll throw you out like Falcone now
now against Stoma, count up your days. Really, it's not April, but this bracer's taking shots so saucy. Call me the Hollandaise killer. This goon's like you, the dead Robin you haunted Bruce with. Had him every tomb first. Someone asked, I guess, Kaido win me space for it when a mind of yours got staged by your tumor. Downplay my impact off, I know you have left with a riddle that might have you oddly perplexed. Now how does a normal kid go from a no name to then showing up to show better sets than voila? He's a well-clothed no name, no home, no parents, no life, no remorse. Felt those that he cares for, he torments to cope with his boredom. Doesn't seem obvious yet. Carved a stone for his own ego, acts more evil than Satan, but with a god complex and excess. Styles to be ugly for rep and attention. I'd say Supreme fits him best then. Most fear the lies that he holds up so high, lands for 4 years since I know you can't enter. Who am I? You are a nobody title low with the hydraulics and press because nobody's all you had left. So if your class can't come to a deduction, then I will. Since even after you've been crushed, all you do is lie still.
Wes, you'll get fired eventually, and you maybe should. Let Edgar teach you how to write for the greater good.
Oh, I missed the memo. Excuse me, didn't know we had to dress up them pretentious shows you put in your movies.
Dude, I smack the side of your face and before you bitch and scream, I smack the other side, satisfy that symmetry. Films are proof that quirky doesn't equal good, you hipster freak. There are more actors than just Lightning McQueen to pick between. I think you're drunk with the shit you pitch for a theatre screen.
But you look 17, Sergeant Angel, check this kid's ID.
Such a scrawny cunt, I don't need to flow no more. I'll go to the Winchester and wait for you to blow over.
Eddie is very dead set on the sentiment that he is better than me. Sure, when I imagine Academy, I think repetitive parody cheese. We're meant to be rapping in battle, not rapping the camera, so why are you making a scene? Now I'll demonstrate how I tend to stay deep. Buggers, buns, and beat. Every moment in my portfolio lies a photo device, so totally odd and low designed with every particular detail. I soaked in my style, I'm keeping emotion and dial up over my mind. You open a page and jot a one-liner, thinking you're good at writing and ended with last night and so-so. No wife, that's not shocking. This director couldn't shoot himself a date, he's cock blocking. Trip over your words so that much it's disturbing. Though observing your early work, you're accustomed to slurring.
Here's how to make a Wes Anderson flick. Force Bill Murray to act and then pander to pricks with some pseudo-intellectual banter and wit. Make everybody sick with just about the camera work is.
I saw Scott Pilgrim and it had me perplexed. I wonder if this nerd knows how to use After Effects. Hire some extra rep against me since you cannot 1v1 me. I'll stop your fan base that's so brain dead that you got them to play zombies.
It's kind of funny you've said that when I could cast you as a zombie, Mr. Shaun of the Deadpan. The mise-en-scène is miserable, it looks like Shrek's vomit. I would take your pastel colour palettes and put red on them. I know you like to drizzle your past in the mix shit. Folks' divorce papers made up half of your script. When Disney realise your films are filled with grandma fetish guns, you'll get fired eventually. Chekhov's gun.
You spit whack, I thought you could sync tracks. I can never sit back, cause your whip pants give me whiplash. You should ditch this match like Ant-Man, the French Dispatch. Your film's in a trash can. My dresser like Mr. Fox, executive on the set. While Wes is dropping the jaws, a guy sunk his in your leg. I'll keep Owen by my side even when the show's over. You thought you were hot stuff and gave Nick Frost the cold shoulder. Critics are chasing you down, now you're stuck on defense. Of course you named it Cornetto. Those plots are wafer thin. And here's how to take a dive like the steadier dated lineup. Drive an audience away with the cast of Baby Driver.
the mic calls, now I'm here to raise the stakes, yeah. Blood doctor, but you don't wanna come test this. I keep it like rotten tomatoes, 100% bitch.
This bat is draining it now, feels like Castlevania. How? My attacks are breaking this count. Axe in half, I'll name him discount. Your granddad was chasing and ransacking ladies, can't act if they were aroused. Track captured dames and spent half his age but couldn't captivate a damn crowd. Ouch. The critics all be going crazy, got him shouting Warriors. I hit a Martin Scorsese, got him shouting Warriors. You know I'm copping hoes daily, got him shouting Warriors. Phil and Sony stowed craving, now they shout for more.
I have to bet against this vampire joke. I'll turn this Snapchat filter to a ghost. I've seen undead pale faces for more than a century, but your looks are giving me a different monster energy. Let them know I need better for breakfast. I'll wear you on my necklace after I turn your necklace. As the count from the street was making massive numbers, even I have to wonder who'd think to give you trash an Oscar. You take everything Disney does and make it mediocre. Sony feeds of Marvel scrap so much they even brought Vulture, a hodgepodge of pop culture. Your film is egregious, reflected onto the silver screen. No wonder no one has seen it. It's like 3 acts of terror. How your box office bomb hits, you're only delivering when you're mailing used condoms. Took your babe and flew into my province. I must be MC Hammer cause she's getting nailed in my coffin.
Call this the second weekend, the way I bring the crowd back. When I got your organs singing, I'm not talking about your soundtrack. Your fart cloud ass, there's no chance to change your form in time. If this old man wants to dance, then it's Morbin time. You're a course and scream from the more to the B, bringing gore to the streets. But according to the Lord I read, while your enemies formed to the league, you're a dork staying indoors for a week. When you war with the 3, you were forced to retreat. But I got more than a pitchfork and a torch from my heat, so go get me a new foe. I get beaten, the floor's getting clean with the Morbius sweeps.
That was the worst. I mean the worst. You've written Zax. It's time to bring in a vampire that knows true cinema.
If Sony Pictures won't stop tugging and pulling on the udders of the Marvel cash cow, time for a culling.
Heard you should method act as a better rapper. Wanna lead a cult classic, then don't forget the ladder. Your movie scars have been mauled to death, left the doors more empty than Stewart's performances. All the Morbius is filling screens with his more BS. You sure that your disease was cured? You got them rabies, kid. CGI came out looking worse than my baby did. What do you do in the shadow of the role that I was cast as?
Now you're a shit Joker and a worse Batman.
Batman? Oh, no. I am Venom.
Okay, quiet on set, everyone. Cue rap battle intro. Okay, got it. Cut to Truman title card. 3, 2, 1. Truman title card. Brilliant. Cut to red guy title card.
That's not my name.
Action.
Who's this guy? The man with the odd face. I would really prefer for you to get lost, mate. Poet Carrie is the only character he ever plays. Wow, even my voice has better range. Put me on your boring channel and I'll score some interest. He was born an actor, spoiled, bratted, order still he left. They pulled the plug because our life that's more secure he did reject. To be the loser who got cancelled way before the internet. Baby, swap your batteries. It isn't just your set where the lights are out. Wow, really, what a tragedy. How you were driven mad with your wife around. Anyway, as a dad, I'm glad to see we're all celebrating Father's Day right about now. Oh wait, let's check your dad's ID.
Hey, I think that he might have drowned.
Good morning. Oh, in a case I don't see ya. Then good, that'd be greatly ideal. Can you road your tour, wait until tomorrow? Not doing that is my favorite idea. Here's the hoping that you get a visit from a singing dental floss. Because those canines look more rapid than my neighbor's dog. And I'm afraid you're wrong, my dad is more alive than the dummy for a brother and the duck for the wife. Ripping through you like a magazine. No sweet duck, I ain't a fax machine. Honey, I had the saddest dream. We're not so little, Red Riding Road tried on some tacky jeans. With your dark creepy theme and you managed to reel in an audience younger than even Sesame Street. And so be more discreet when you're speaking about canceled TV. Your verse pilot was so egregious that it couldn't be right. Here's something you can put on that pad. There's not a single creative on that colorful cast. The internet's done with the fad of you lousy fucking pastas to clip the heads of this browser cookie monster.
Now here is how you two can rap. Here is how you rap. First of all, you rhyme and you raise the roof and you stay on beat and you sub to the Freshy Kanal Patreon.
This is how you rap. Like
did it!
That's not rapping.
It is?
No, it isn't. See? I tried to rap like this disc insisted, and now there's gifts everywhere, and it's ruined Christmas.
Luke didn't elevate, he didn't move or budge.
Stop trying to raise it and give it up.
Like Truman's mum.
Maybe you would like that musical advice. One human in your life is not used to having lines.
Ask that guy in the mirror to come here and help explain to you. You're not stuck in Trumania, you're stuck in Trumania. Now I'm walking out. Don't try to hold me hostage, because I'm the top dog.
He's crouching your office.
We should probably do something. Truman seems keen to leave. He's more likely to get to Clay Hill than Fiji, please. Hang on, change frequencies.
Seems they shut it off, like they did to your show when the Queen of Seas. Not sure if this is the right or place for debating this. I feel like a beast is watching us, we're stuck here entertaining him. Nah, just kidding, if only someone were taping this so you could see the looks in the hands they puppet your faces with. Is that the best you can do? What did I expect from an exec in a suit? I don't mean the red guy, nah, I mean a separate buffoon. I'm directly addressing this message to you.
Sir, now what? Keep it going, cut the outro!
Once upon a time, there lived a boy who'd never age. He spent his time writing fire hooks upon a page. He chilled with those who chilled, and weak as pussies got the boot. He lined each cat against the wall for all the king's mad men to shoot. Through each hood he went a-riding, spitting rhymes and nary capping. Notoriously big and bad, 'twas not your granny's rapping, for he'd been to quell the giants who went stalking through the night. His tales were loosey-goosey, but his bars were fucking tight.
I got a ticket to vacation on the taxi cab. I can offer you a paradise this planet can. I'm crossing a couple stars on my travel plan. Grab my hand, you could say I'm moonwalking to Neverland. So pipe down or you catching the smoke. If you wanna settle beef, go to Cannibal Coast. Bitch, I run this motherfucker from the land to the coast. Sea kings only living where my shadow is thrown. I'm an honest guy, but I lie to the crooks. And I don't book a flight, I just fly out the book. And I don't give a shit what your parents have cooked. I got bigger fish to fry, the way pants leaving hooks. Yeah, y'all got little friendships wreck with a 9 to 5 shit. I got friendship wrecking when I fight with pirates. I'm not built for a driver's license. I built on my own fucking private island.
Bangarang, Captain Hook, black mustache and a dapper look. I'm the feather in the cap of the 7 seas, and you wouldn't have a hook if you didn't have me.
I'm the Brooklyn Dodgers of open waters, the Roger Waters of Jolly Rogers. Fly as Tinkerbell when I'm dropping sail, make another pirate's flow sound like speak and spell. And I'm
Bangarang, Captain Hook, top chap in my whole pack of crooks. The chapter book king back by Mr. Smee, and you wouldn't have a hook if you didn't have me.
Peter Pan went and fed my severed hand to TikTok the croc down in Neverland, and I'm foiled again. I'm getting lost, boys, peace.
But you wouldn't have a hook if you did have me.
Like both podcasts for the flow of a beat you all know, when it's green only goes up. Putting seeds in the foe's mom, cause it means I'm a grower. I believe that we're open. Post up, I am most certainly being misjudged. Had a cow, but I sold her for some worthless beans. I was down till a burglary and a murder returned me from poor to a rich cunt. I sling rhymes, a typical liar. Beat since I swipe, the kid is surprised and clean from that giant's miserable sky pet list. You might like to call it a hijacking. Time is ticking on this mic. I'm ripping like a harp, even with my arms tight. I'm spitting goodbye, good riddance. Took 5 of these beans and I got high, but it's not I who's tripping.
I conquered the goose crumb, stepping into the booth, give me goosebumps. Leave him in the trash chute like a real cut. Don't mess with a feather veteran with the bread that they're gonna get. To the top of the gonna goosebump, cash in the cool beyond make appearances. Everything I lay down 24 carats. All of my bills and your net worth is less than this bird that's embarrassing. Gander at the gander on the found by the minus. Some minds and manners, I brand on my mind, but don't hide the glamour. So far from a title, this game is slander. Bringing the flocking the honking to doom. With every driver brings stocks to the moon. Different leading to mother duck and Scrooge. Rich and OG, that's motherfucking goose.
Running through the woods in a bright red hood. Says no danger, not when he grabbed me. Little me understood, not the likelihood of this stranger eating up granny. Never trust a wolf making conversation. Can I more like bull with an off fixation? Don't wanna get full hungry inclination. I walked in and thought illness must be raging. Cause what big arms, big ears, big eyes, big teeth. House seemed calm, but what lied in sheets? Was the wolf in place of his last big feast? At the time couldn't see who was underneath. So I came just a little bit closer. Big mistake, no escape from the poser. Got an eye full of his blinding molars. Little Riding Hood, just red left over.
Just a red left over from this
lost with disguise. I ain't paying for this meal like my god has been a crime. He's the lone wolf, got no partner in this crime. Antisocial, ain't no bark, but I'm a bite. Apex predator, beast in your grind sheets. I'm too greedy, I need seconds. I feast while these beefs never leave. Peek at the teeth, fleet to the feet, got the claws pedicured. What big fangs? Just to kill you all the better, bro. The type of villain that's quite rare. The kind of parents ready to give the little kids nightmares. Seeking motherfucker to fight fair. Wherever you least expect me, bitch, I'm right there. You're gripping to my lair. Nah, I never hunt in packs. I'm the alpha, coming with a cunning plan. When the teeth gleam at you, that's a muzzle flash. And I can cut you down to size like a lumberjack, bitch.
Hola, here comes the Puss in Boots, you losing fools. I make a track sound good, call me Fruity Loops. Yeah, I seduce with my looks and I look really cute. See, I'm running with the fur, but without the suit. Ole, soy de los mejores, y si tú no lo ves, es que está más ciego que ese trío de ratones. With the sword good, with the words flawless. So much I can even make a nugget look smaller. Like damn, bro, spitting so sick like hairballs. Gato por fuera, zorro por dentro. Tengo un alma bandolera, mi encanto de bandera, keep my red flags. Yo, when you pour, gotta work, gotta hustle. The way I made my G, be the king of the castle, yeah. And the truth is, you know how the puss is. Leading from a family, still got a lot of pussies.
Poster on the wall, you know it's me, the old goat of old folk poetry. I suppose if the question is who's the best tell, then you best tell them not to step on the eggshell. Cause any rapper put their verse before mine's about to say there's more to me than just a nursery rhyme. I mean there's only so much pressure that one man can handle before his brain gets, let's say scrambled. Got the type of shit to light up your life, strict old school. Every rhyme of mine's described to papyrus. Yeah, and if you don't vibe with it, take a dive off the highest risk. Cause I'm giving no fucks like a tip of a fire stick. See that rhyme is the life I live ever since Puss abandoned me. Faster the name and the fame and the family. Call the king's horses and gather his men. Tell him Hunty is back and he's cracked once again.
You know it's very rude to sit down at somebody's cipher uninvited. No matter, here comes a hatter. Never been to silly, a milliner and habitual picnic around like crumpets and cricket. But just as much more British, a young flibbity gibbet. We aren't given to visitors, so just sit in the middle as I'm filling my riddles and tipping a little with a platter of some drinking or bacon nibbles. Oh, my sanity to drinking is simple. You know you really do talk too much. Move round! You're crazy if you don't think I rhyme the best. Cause I'm raving when I'm up at the riding desk. You say curious or incurious or I say I'm mercurial.
That just means his mind's a mess.
So call me Mr. T. You can quit your jibber jabberwocky, miss your dream. And if you think that you could have a coffee, this table setting is a place to be. It's a very merry on birthday to me.
Oh, hello. Don't worry, you're not in danger. I may be a stranger, but you're even stranger. In case you forget, here's a basic refresher. 1, I'm a cat. 2, I came here from Cheshire. It's a great pleasure to be making your acquaintance. Queer conversation is the quaintest entertainment. Come to Wonderland and you'll understand that it's enlightening under thundercloud.
Into a trepidation, a step at a time. I don't require trepidation to open up your mind. Let's take a look inside, that could be fun. Strange, you got nothing quiet, can't got your tongue. My teeth aren't jacked, I'm just dentally built. Where's the line between ingenious and mentally ill? When you get defensive, then you tend to reveal your intentions, that's why I never pretend to be real. Skin getting thinner and tail, I'm hidden invisible apart from the glowing grin of my grill. Still deliver riddle in a different medicine for fidgeting. You don't wanna hear the conspiracies I'm complicit in. The mystery is viscous, the way it's sticking in. Do you know who I am? Hint, it isn't Ronnie Pickering. Pickle in your mind like I'm sticking it in bright. Rewind, see how many hidden messages you find.